This is my personal project. Starting off with planning. After the morning briefing, me, my colleague and I went off to a private room to discuss and brainstorm about what we would do, and we both decided to do a 24 hours gaming event and raise money for charity. And once we had our solid idea down, we then began to draw up plans of how we would do it and the layout of which we would do it. Here are some of the concepts we came up with. As it's still too early, as it was still too early to create things, all we could do was come up with ideas and finalize them. And once we had everything written down and everything was finalized, we then spoke to IT support. Then once when we had discussed the technicalities of it all and what we would need to do and how to do it, in the venue we picked, we then, me and my colleague, went back to the room to talk about which charity we would want to do, and if we would want to do the same one together or choose our own. As well as we also discussed if the kind of lighting we wanted, as in the brief within our personal project we had to incorporate our learning into it, and so we went with lighting and sound. And then we agreed to take on, instead of just having the two of us, it would be better to have 6. So we've added an additional 4 people to our project. Some outside of college and then some within the college. Moving on to the research, there isn't much, as we've only done this one other time, and so I had to base my research on the previous time, the first time we had done something like this, and speaking to professional streamers and friends who do it as a hobby and as a part-time gig. There's not a lot to say about it other than it's a way of entertainment for the viewers and a way of fun for the person who's streaming. Speaking to a friend, they said The most expensive part of all is just the microphone you use and the camera. Moving back to planning, due to the scale of which our project will be, there is still a lot more planning involved and needed, especially when it comes to lighting, as we need to go through the gels for the lanterns to use, and organize the colours